Caesar salad. Either a veg version or a non-veg version. Let's check out the ingredients first, Elsa. Elsa's on camera. Okay, so some fundamental things here. First of all, the sauce for the Caesar salad. Now the Caesar salad is made up of egg yolks, lemon, parmesan, garlic, anchovies, salt, pepper, olive oil. We'll come back to that in a minute. Before we get onto that, we need to start preparing our croutons. These are essential for a Caesar salad. So let's get on with that now. Oven on, big pan and a little olive oil in it. Better roll my sleeves up. It really is a beautiful day here. Okay, so while that's warming up, let's come back to the chicken. Now obviously if you're veg, don't worry about this, but we'll do both versions today. You need to show a chicken who's boss. Don't let it dominate you. Pepper, one side. Salt the other side. Plenty of salt, don't worry about too much salt. More pepper. More salt. And press it on like this. Okay? Hand wash as you go. Then we're going to add a little olive oil to it. Extra virgin olive oil. Yummy, local, delicious, artisan. Toss up the chicken like this. Done, super duper. Hand wash again. Then we're going to put this in the oven. Preheat the oven to gas mark 8. And we're going to come back to that guy later. Okay, now onto the hot oil here. Take loaves of old crusty bread and just tear it up, kind of like this. Okay, we'll just toss that around a second. You don't want to worry too much about how this looks, because this is a simple rustic dish that you do quickly and doesn't need to look good, it just needs to taste good. Okay, now here, let's take some crushed garlic, crush it down like this, like this, like this. Good enough. Take that and let's put it into the pan with the garlic. Now, let's cook this around in here. Get that garlic infusing the oil. Get these nice chunks of rustic bread all covered up in oil. And these will cook away while we make the sauce from the dressing and put together the Caesar salad finally. Okay, that guy can come on here. Like that, we'll keep checking on that as we go. Okay, turn down the heat a little bit so you don't burn it. And keep an eye on it. Okay, now over to the sauce. First of all, 2 eggs. Free range eggs if you can. It doesn't matter otherwise. Crack one. And now what we're going to do here is we're basically going to split out the yolk. Tip from one side to the other. And then like that. Throw away that. And get the other yolk this way. One side, there. And throw away the egg white. You can keep the egg white for an egg white omelette, but I'm not going to do that today because we don't have time. Okay, so what you've got here is the eggs. Take 2 lemons, 2 lemon halves, squeeze 1 in, squeeze 2 in. Okay, let's put that to one side for a second. Keep an eye on your croutons as you go. Good, good, good. Those are coming on nicely. Smell the garlic. Elsa, can you smell the garlic?
Yes.
Yeah, those are looking really nice. Now these will just continue to crisp away. Now at the same time here, take anchovies from a tin, fresh anchovies if you can find them, unlike in deli, and scoop out about 6 of those, about that size. Crush down 2 pieces of peeled garlic, like this, and chop them all together. Chop, 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 like this. Mix them up, and then with the flat of your knife, just mush them out like this, so you get a paste. You see that? Paste forming like this. This is basically the heart of the dressing and gives it a wonderful, salty, distinctive flavour. And of course, the Caesar salad needs to be distinctive because it's every bit as famous as a Cobb salad or a Waldorf salad or a Niçoise salad. Okay? Clean your chopping board as you go and your knife. Put that there. Okay. Now, having scooped that into our egg dressing, We're also going to add in here a teaspoon and a little bit more of mustard powder. Use Dijon mustard if you can't find mustard powder. Now here, let's whisk all this together. Come in on that, Elsa. So we're just going to have basically a silky, eggy, anchovy, mustard base to our dressing. Don't worry too much if there are some lumpy bits to it. They'll soon come out in a minute. Okay, let's leave that there. Check out your croutons, coming on nicely. Yum, garlic, yummy, delicious, crisping up. They can keep going. Check on your chicken, which should be coming along. Give that a bit of a push. Good, good, good. Right, now here, what we're going to do basically is we're going to make the equivalent of a mayonnaise. So to make mayonnaise, you basically drizzle in and whisk olive oil as you go. Come in here on this, Elsa. Drizzle, 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 drizzle. Now you're going to use about ½ cup of olive oil. Keep drizzling in. Keep drizzling in. You getting this? Okay, now give this a whisk. That's coming on really nicely. Okay, let's just let that settle for a second. We'll add a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. Oh my god, I'm not wearing my apron. Never mind. Let's just put that there. Pay attention to your croutons so these guys don't burn. Now, the history of the Caesar salad is pretty interesting. Unlike my promo, which you may or may not have seen, it has nothing to do with Julius Caesar. It has everything to do with a man called Cesare Cardini. Now, Cesare was born on Lake Maggiore in Italy in 1884, and he moved with his family to San Diego in the southern part of California. But this was in 1924, and it was the height of Prohibition. So he set up a restaurant across the border in Tijuana, in Mexico. And in that restaurant, one day, he had a bunch of pilots coming for lunch. Now those pilots were hungry, but he was a bit short on ingredients, Cesare, or Caesar, as he later became known. So he found what he had in the larder, put it together, and so the world-famous Caesar salad was born. Nothing to do with Julius Caesar, everything to do with Cesare Caesar Cardini. Okay, so fundamentally it's an Italian dish. Now let's check this. Take your little finger. Coming on nicely. Needs a little olive oil. Delicious. It's garlicky. It's got all that wonderful anchovy taste in it. And it's coming on very nicely. Okay, let's put this all to one side. Now, into the dressing, we add another crucial ingredient, Parmesan. Use a microfilm or a grater and put about, you coming on this, Elsa? Put about kind of this much Parmesan in there. Okay. Good, good, good. Parmesan down, and now we whisk it all up. Whisk it all up, see that forming? So now to the slightly tart, salty, lemony base of the dressing, we're going to add the rich warmth of Parmesan Reggiano. Okay. Coming on, coming on, coming on. Let's taste again. A little bit more lemon. Okay. Throw that away. Whisk this up, whisk this up, whisk it up, taste it again. Tasting good, but a bit more Parmesan. Now the great thing about making a Caesar salad is that basically everybody knows in their heart what a Caesar salad should taste like, and so you can kind of judge the ingredients by eye. Getting hot in the kitchen. Good. Da-da-da. coming on, coming on. Delicious, delicious. Back to the croutons. Let's turn the heat up on these a little bit, move them along a bit. Whew, hot work. It's now 35 degrees out there in Delhi, getting really, really hot. Maybe that will kill off the coronavirus, here's hoping. Okay, those are coming along really nicely. Crispy, and they smell wonderful. Have we said hi to the dog today? Here's Quince the dog. Quince has already had Quince's lunch. Hello Quince, say hello. Anyway, Quince doesn't want to say hello. Back to the croutons. Very good. Now let's check on the chicken. Okay. Pretty much getting that. Let's take this out, toss it over, put it back in. More croutons. Okay, those are coming on really nicely. Now let's go back to the dressing. Okay, so the essential lettuce that you use in a classic Caesar salad is romaine lettuce. This comes from our friends up in Nainital, Red Otter. They're organic, they're fresh, delivered today, and we're very lucky to have a good supply of fresh, delicious, washed romaine lettuce. Now look at this here. Look how perfect these are. Delicious, yummy, green, organic stalks from Nainital. Now, one of the other reasons that Cesare used the romaine lettuce was it kind of acted as a scoop. So you can see this type of shape of lettuce is very suited to scooping. So we're going to make a salad for, let's say, a couple of people. So let's put about this many leaves in, like so. Okay. And then what we're going to do, we're just going to roughly tear them by hand. Roughly tear them like that. Okay. Any longer bits too, let's put them in half. You don't have to tear them, and in fact, if you don't have romaine lettuce, don't worry about it. Just use mixed greens, because it'll taste great, whatever you do. Okay. Come have a look at that, Elsa. Okay, so we've got our lettuce ready. We've got our dressing. We'll just taste that again. Delicious. It gets better and better, actually. We've got a bit of Parmesan, which we're going to put on the finished article. So let's throw that lemon away. Back to the croutons. Okay. You can see some of these are just burning at the edges. That's okay. Okay, let's turn those off. Now let's take those and put them onto a plate with a little paper towel on it. Hot pan, be careful. That is here. Okay, looking good. Pan back. Mop brow. Okay, let's think about putting this together. Here's our lettuce, here's our dressing, here's our croutons. Okay, there's our Parmesan. Now, chicken. Let's take a look at this guy. Ooh, steaming up nicely. Okay, she looks pretty done. Out. Chopping board down. Now when you do this at home, check your chicken obviously to make sure it's properly cooked through, and also leave the chicken to rest. Whenever you cook meat, you should leave it to rest for longer than you think. Okay, but here we have a yummy piece of organic, delicious chicken. Let's pop that guy there. Rest for a second. Okay. Now here, you want to look at the grain of the chicken and basically use your knife, slice down the grain. Okay, you just need a few slices here. It's looking good. Yummy, yummy. You don't have to use all your chicken. Let's get through this guy. Okay, that should be good enough. So there, that's sitting away, looking delicious. Okay, now for the coup de grace, the assembly of the salad. your serving plate. Ready to taste. Okay, now with lettuce and dressing, you must use your hands. Dressing a lettuce is a very tactile thing. Don't use all of this, just use about 1/3. Okay? Yum. Come over here, Elsa. Now, what we do when we dress a salad, we just put our fingers lightly in here, covering the lettuce as we go. Every little bit of it coated in that yummy, yummy Caesar salad dressing. Get every bit of it through your fingers like that. Okay. Separate the lettuce. Use some love here. It's important to love your salad. There we go. Okay. Looking good. Wash your hands. Hope everybody's washing their hands during the coronavirus. Wash your hands and stay at home. Okay. Now to that we're going to add some shavings of Parmesan, like this. Comment on that, Elsa. It's nice to shave Parmesan like this, as opposed to grate it, because it gives you a little bit more bite. Looks prettier too. Okay, that should do it. Now we're going to take our chicken, delicious chicken. Now obviously if you want this veg, ignore the chicken. Lay the chicken over like this, okay? That's enough for this. And then finally, some delicious croutons on top. There we go, Elsa. So there you have chicken Caesar salad. Now, the moment of truth. Let's serve a little bit of this. A couple of salad tongs. Bit out. Here. A little bit of chicken. Okay, very good. Fork. Let's try this here. Okay. Just a bit of chicken, a bit of lettuce, and a bit of crouton. We've got the lovely silken dressing of the Caesar salad with all that anchovy and lemon and cheese coming through. Juicy, juicy chicken. And these divine, crunchy, rustic croutons, which I could eat all day long. So there, folks, there you have it. As they always say in these things, a recipe has no real soul, except the soul that you put into it when you cook. Thanks a million for watching the show. See you next week. This is Jasper's Cooking, sending you love. Bye.